right, good morning. We're going to go ahead and begin our work session for October 30th. It says September 25th on here. It's so funny. All right, we have two items. Let's see if there's others. Ms. Whitmer.
Thank you. I'm really excited to present this bridge report. It's the same bridge that Lisa Ridge was talking about, Bridge 83. And that bridge is scheduled to be replaced around 2027. It is on Dillman Road. They would like to move it to the Limestone Greenway, which is the Limestone Greenway Park, AKA the mitigation property, however you'd like to do it. It's an excellent candidate to be repurposed. It's a 1910 bridge, Warren Pony Truss. It spans 70 feet and it exhibits very little rust. I mean, and the reason why is that the Monroe County Highway Department has maintained it so well for over these years. It is a very good candidate. It is only 0.4 miles from Dillman to Limestone Greenway crossover that they need to put it at. The park board voted to store the bridge when it is, because Lisa needed that for her engineering thing. So they promised we can store it. Now they didn't promise the money to store it, but the space to store it. It'll cost around $30,000 to $60,000 to disassemble, transport, put it on some blocks, put a fence around it, keep it safe, and it will literally be from here to there at its new resting spot. So, and once it's there, and we're going to try to find DNR grants to put it on the trail, to use the bridge as a match for a grant. I don't know if you've been across the bridge. Vehicles go across it every single day right now. It is absolutely drop dead gorgeous bridge. So we're excited. I just wanted to make sure you had the reports. I am not a bridge engineer, but I did read it. And one thing that stuck out, that it retains almost all of its rivets, which is very special. Only a few bolts have been replaced back to the well-maintained bridge. So do you have any questions about the bridge or what we're doing with it? And we hope that it'll go and have the Limestone Greenway lengthened. This bridge will allow that.
Yeah, this sounds like a wonderful opportunity, and I would like to congratulate the Highway Department on their efforts at maintenance.
Okay. Yes, I heard about this at the Parks Board meeting, and I think it will just fit along that Limestone Greenway in such. I'm excited about this. I think it'd be a great addition, and with the width on it, it'll still allow the same width basically as the almost the Greenway itself. Not quite, but that makes it easy for people who are rollerblading and biking and doing all kinds of other things along that trail.
Because that park will be a trailhead,
Right.
which will have, a very nice portage on, but parking, ADA stuff. So you can gather all your stuff. You can either go to Bloomington one way, or you can go the other way for maybe another mile. So it will be very exciting.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, this was discussed at the through the MPO as well, as Ms. Ridge was working on getting the new bridge in place. And so, I think it's a great idea. Is there anything legally that we have to do, Jeff, or is that there's nothing we have to do on this, right?
I don't think there's anything you have to do. We already own the bridge. We already,
Right. It's parks.
There'll be some contracts that come along,
Okay.
but
Right.
at those stages. But I think the general concept is more informational than anything else.
Okay.
And then it'll be stored on Monroe County Board of Commissioners property.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Sounds great. Good. Yep. All on board. Thank you.
Good. We'll keep working on it.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you so much. Great. All right. Next we have planning. Ms. Crecelius.
Good morning. So I am following up today with a written commitment for the North Park 2 amendment that was approved recently. During that meeting, there were 2 conditions with your approval, which was to update and meet the requirements of the new stormwater ordinance, so 50 feet protection for sinkhole conservancy areas, and also we discussed limiting crushing to business hours. Business hours we didn't actually define during the meeting. No times were thrown out there. So I wanted to bring this back to you. The written commitment I provided has the new point number 6, which includes the 50-foot SCA, and then point number 9, which states any on-site crushing will take place between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. So if those hours are acceptable to you, we can move forward.
Right.
Do you have any questions?
Great, thank you so much, Ms. Crecelius. Commissioner Githens?
Oh, should we have do we need a motion to accept this?
Let's see if, yeah, let's go ahead and have a motion and then we'll take more comments.
Okay. I move approval of the addendum to the North Park 2 Plan Unit Development Outline Plan as presented in Ordinance 2024-40.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, and that increases the sinkhole conservancy area from 25 feet to 50 feet and establishes business hours as 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. In points 6 and 9. All right, do you have any other questions or comments on this?
I appreciate the petitioner working with us on this.
Commissioner Jones, do you have anything?
No.
I don't either. I appreciate you bringing this forward. Let's see, since we do have a vote pending, let's see if there's any public comment on this item. You can raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium in Nat U Hill.
Hello, excuse me. My name is Joe Davis, 30-year resident, Monroe County. I object to any crushing activities in the conversion of this attractive property, really. When you're driving by on I-69, it's attractive. It's green, it's got vegetation, and it's just going to be filled in with a bunch of debris. It was pointed out during the approval for this PUD rezone that there would be inadequate oversight as far as to what materials were going to be deposited, and when it's all said and done, they're just going to be some ugly commercial industrial operation that's going to be there on top, and that for sure is not going to be attractive to the general public. So this seems like just another destruction of our limited land resource that we possess. We need to hold tight to it and think about what is the best and highest use for it, and just simply filling in every ravine and making everything flat so that we can have questionable development on top of it is not really truly serving the people nor the planet. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other public comment on this item? You can raise your hand on Teams or come to the podium in Nat U Hill. All right. Seeing none, we'll come back for a vote. All those in favor of amending the ordinance 2024-40, the North Park 2 Planned Unit Development Outline Plan, signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries 3-0. All right, does anybody have anything else for our work session? Any hands on Teams from, okay, great. All right, we are adjourned. Our next meeting is November 6th. Be sure to vote.
The day after Election Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.